Alrighty then, let's talk about Killswitch, the new game mode that DICE released today, along with a little bit of a patch with a few little things here and there, some weapon tweaks and things like that. But Killswitch is the big part of the update, and it's a new limited time event, or the Dark Protocol event is the limited time event. Killswitch is the game mode that accompanies it, and it's sort of that zombies mode that everybody was talking about last week. But I don't know. Let's. I guess I'm just gonna give my thoughts on it. To be honest, don't really care for the mode. Like most of the limited time event game modes that DICE releases, they're just really not for me. I don't get a lot out of them, and this is just another example of a game mode that's just really, not that great to me. It's pretty meh. There was moments today when I was playing it where it was like, okay, this is actually fun. I think I had like one or two decent, like kind of close, like nice little back and forth rounds on Killswitch this morning. But overall, not anything to like, you don't need to take off work because you got to get home to play Season 6's Killswitch game mode. So like the way it works, if nobody's checked into it, is basically you have like these variants on 4 of the maps: Redacted, Hourglass, Manifest, and Spearhead. And you're kind of fighting in a little smaller subsection of those maps. And there is obviously a base spawn for each team. And then you've got one objective that you have to control as a team. And then there's this little box thing that has a control panel on it, and if your team owns that control panel, then the box spawns AI soldiers or zombies for your team, and then they can fight on your behalf. So there's kind of like 2 objectives in the game mode, right? There's the typical like, okay, stay within this area to hold this point, like we normally see with flags. And then there's this other objective that's basically just a control panel or like an MCOM kind of thing, sort of, with a synthesizer that creates AI soldiers. So you got these 2 objectives, and you get extra fighters. You can spawn fighters for your team if you control that box. But like I said, only like 2 of the rounds were really actually like competitive and close. The rest of them were really lopsided, where like one team controls pretty much the entire round. And so that's where I feel like this game mode is, I feel like it's good conceptually. It's kind of a neat, fun idea, right? Definitely kind of fits the Halloween theme. But I feel like in actual execution, like much of the stuff in this game, like conceptually it's okay, the execution is not great. This game mode, it simply can't outshine the bad maps in Battlefield 2042. I mean, they've stuck us on Hourglass, for crying out loud, man. I mean, that map is so bad. Even after the reworks, there's just no getting around it. And Manifest is not any better. It's a typical case of DICE creating play spaces that are too large for the player count. It's a 24-player game. It's a 12v12. And on Hourglass and on Spearhead and on Manifest, it's just these massive play areas, like way too big for that amount of people. Is it a 12v12 or is it a 24v24? I can't actually remember. But it's smaller. It's not like the full 64v64 or 32v32. So, it's just, you don't really fill up the play space. And because of that, you get like a lot of really ratty kind of play styles where people will just be like head glitching somewhere or like proned out somewhere random on the edge of the thing. And you're trying to run back to the objective and you just get picked off by some, complete random that's not even really playing the game. It's not very fun. And with the maps being as big as they are, especially on Hourglass and Manifest and Spearhead, when you're squad wiped and you have to return back to your base spawn, it plays a lot kind of like Squad Conquest did in Battlefield 5, or, certain variants of Rush can be this way too, where like if your squad is wiped, you have to run all the way back from that base spawn, and it's quite a long way. And that's what creates the situation in a lot of these games where you quite literally get spawn trapped and you can't get out. and that just makes it that. I mean, and that lends itself to the lopsided nature. So, I mean, the pacing is all off for this game mode. The maps are too big. Again, conceptually, it's kind of fun. It's kind of a neat idea. I just feel like it's not done very well. So the best map for this game mode is Redacted, just because it's kind of that close quarters. I wish they would have just made it like another kind of 24/7 Redacted thing. Like, let's just play this on there. I like that they tried to put it on other maps to kind of give us some variety, but man, it's just done so poorly that I really wish they would just take the others out. Like, Spearhead can be okay if they like change the bounds a little bit, maybe, because you do kind of get some close quarters action in the cubes and in that room under the cliff and all of that. But yeah, really, it should have just been Redacted. Hourglass is just so bad on it. But that's kind of my thoughts on the Killswitch game mode. I wanted to like it. I really did. I thought it had some promise. The trailer was obviously great, but man, it just, for me, it falls flat. Like all of the other limited time modes that DICE has released. It can't outshine the bad maps. So I played long enough to get my ribbons and get my little limited time cosmetic things out of the mode, and I do not plan on touching it again. That's how it went for me. So what are you guys' thoughts? Like, have you played it? What were you thinking about it? If you haven't got a chance to play it, check it out. I've seen a lot of people say that they really like it. Just for me, I just feel like it's, once again, kind of done a little bit poorly, and so it can't really shine to its full potential. So let me know what you guys think about the Killswitch game mode down in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you on Redacted 24/7 servers until they take those away. So y'all take care and have a good one.